bueno, mi gente, Marcucci here in the video, and today we're going to be talking about Nillion, and Nillion is another subscriber coin. Thank you so much to Jefferson. He recommended this coin. It's a privacy coin. I did actually enjoy it. There's some stuff I liked and some stuff I didn't like, but that's with almost every coin except Bitcoin. So anyways, thank you so much, Jefferson, for the comment. You guys are really smart. My subscribers are some of the smartest subscribers in all of crypto. You guys always recommend some really good projects for the most part, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing this research for you guys, so thank you so much for doing it. Please continue to give me some recommendations for coins that you guys want me to see, talk about, research, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, Nillion right now is at 32 cents, $64 million in market cap, but fully diluted valuation is extremely high, so $329 million. Total supply is 1 billion, but circulating supply is only 195 million as of now. From the all-time high, which was 95, it is down 66%. So that was 3 months ago. From the all-time low, this is the all-time low. So anyways, if you actually like this coin, you might want to get into it now. Maybe wait a little bit, but stay tuned until the end of the video until I get my honest thoughts and you watch the whole thing. So here's the story of what they did, and it's a pretty cool video. I actually enjoyed watching it, so let's see.
The culture amongst the core founding team has always been, holy shit, we are building something big.
Because it's not just a copy-paste blockchain or L1, L2.
Here we go.
Everything that we're doing ends up being novel.
We knew it was going to take an incredible team to bring it to life.
The Avengers team started with myself as someone who'd started 2 of the top 100 cryptocurrencies. Then Conrad, as the founding engineer of Uber. Slava Rubin, who was the founder of Indiegogo.
It was electric, but from there was pretty heads down for a while.
There was one point where the dev team built out the first demo. It was this thing called Nil Message. They ran the demo and it actually worked.
So that was the first time where we could see in a tangible way all those maths on paper become something that is useful for the world.
And I think that's where it became real for a lot of us.
When we spoke to people and they're like, well, this is just math. We're like, no, we have actually built it. It works.
Nillion is building the blind computer, which uses new cryptography, privacy-enhancing technologies to make them easy to use for developers to build new applications and the future of the internet.
People are going out and building with it. They're taking the new cryptographic primitives and turning them into technology. We just launched the public test net of the PetNet today, which means all the builders in this room who are working with our SDK and building on Nillion right now are going to be deploying things on our PetNet testnet, which is amazing. They see the potential of what we're building towards.
We partnered with layer ones like Near, Aptos, Arbitrum, etc.
One of the things I'm most excited about is really getting more and more people to start building on the network.
We're building something that I fundamentally know needs to be a part of the future.
What if the internet was a better, more private version of itself? What if we didn't have to give all of our data to these big corpos? What would you build?
So yeah, pretty hype video if you ask me. Let me just like it. And I also will say their YouTube.
Imagine it did.
Sorry, their YouTube, even though they don't have that many videos, I think they have really good resources to see where you could build some demos. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So let me just subscribe as well. Anyway, and I just want to talk about Andrew Monsanto. He was also a co-founder of Reserve and Hedera, or HBAR. So yeah, really smart people involved with this project. I will say though, in terms of transactions and everything that's happening, fairly new, I guess. I will give it the benefit of the doubt, but they only have 281,000 transactions. In the past 30 days, they have almost 30,000. Yesterday, they had 834. TPS 0.1. So not really much happening, right? Not really much happening. If you look here at the validators, you know, they have a fair amount of validators, not that many either. But obviously, as time passes, hopefully the number of validators increases, and as well as the accounts, you know, top accounts always are gonna hold a majority of it. Let's just also talk about like token unlocks. Like, I don't really like the tokenomics that much. Core contributors got home with 20%. Early backers 21%, product development 10%, ecosystem and research development almost 30%. And then, you know, there's gonna be a huge amount of unlocks like this year and next year too. So to me, that's one of the negatives, right? To me, that's one of the negatives. Like 80% is still locked. So yeah, the website is okay. It's really okay. What I do really enjoy about this project is that they want like decentralization at its core, right? And they have a huge ecosystem too. Like I said in the video, they partner with Near, Aptos, Arbitrum, some other ones that I will say though, and this is one of my pet peeves, I do not like when they have stuff here in their ecosystem, and this is with every project. This isn't just tied with Nillion, but Aloha, right? Aloha uses AI and games to swiftly match you with profiles tailored to your personality and appearance preferences. And then you click on it, it just takes you there. And when I try to research or like see what they were, the website no longer exists. So another one that I found that they did that was with MailChain. Another one that I liked, I wanted to see what they were about it, couldn't really find out what they are about. So yeah, they have a lot of people that are working on it. And obviously there's applications being built. So, but it's just something that, it's a pet peeve of mine. Don't put it there if it's not going to be there, or like something's not going to be there. So now let's go to my friends Masari. I love Masari. They're always super positive. So what I will say though is that, they have 50 projects building on the infrastructure, 75 native applications live or in development. So that's pretty good, as well as, so the privacy enhancing computation market size is projected to reach 17.9 billion by 2030. So we can see here, right now it's at 7 billion. By 2034, it's gonna be 27 billion. So really, really, really big market that they can tackle and definitely get involved somewhere. And then we see here, their ecosystem as well, is getting bigger. Also, I do want to say, some examples of privacy coins or stuff that is already, here in crypto is something like Monero, Zcash, Tornado Cash. So they're kind of like want to attack those coins, not attack those coins, but basically compete. And hopefully they did a good job with it, right? The roadmap is here. So we are at the community airdrop. They obviously want to like increase decentralization. They want to have like a general compute layer. So they are doing some development, right? The closing remarks, obviously, this is something that's going to be, take some time, right? It's not going to, just increase from de la noche a la mañana, like we say in Spanish, from day to night. I will say though, some metrics that I find interesting are the core developers. Obviously, you need core developers in every single project, right? And, they had a lot last year. Since then has decreased. Obviously, that's with every single project, right? I'm not going to hold that against them, but they are ranked number 34. So they have more than Tron, Mina, along the lines of Polygon and Ton. So, they're not the lowest, but they're not that high. I want high development and people actually working on the project. Anyways, they have 229,000 followers, which is pretty good. And I will say though, they have partnered up with Alibaba, AT&T. I don't, me personally, I wouldn't invest in this right now at the moment, but I do see them being a great project and increasing, and hopefully they get more developers and hopefully they get more apps to basically build this permissionless, decentralized computer or internet that they want to. I personally wouldn't invest in this, but I do like it. And if we see HBAR, right now is number 20th. If we see reserve, it's number 139. They had a huge run too. I don't know if Nillion is gonna have like those huge runs like they did, but I wouldn't doubt it. Really great team building on it. So yeah. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts. Please let me know what you think about the video. And as always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, Jefferson, for the recommendation. Bye bye.